everyone, I'm so glad you're here today because I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and just sharing with you about how I got into watercolor and started my art business. If you're new here, my name is Emily Winslow and I am an artist in Indiana. So a little bit about me, I did not major in art at all. I went to college and studied business analytics, which is about as opposite of art as you can get. And I picked that major because, I don't know, I knew I loved math, and honestly, I wasn't completely sure what I wanted to do after I graduated. I didn't have like a pinpointed career. I just thought I wanted to do something with numbers, so I thought analytics sounded like a great path to go. I have been artistic most of my life. Loved to draw growing up. I actually, when I was like ages 7 to 10, I loved to draw. I had a full notebook of Pokemon characters or other cartoons that I watched. I drew a lot of Disney princesses. And then when I got into high school, I started dabbling a little bit more in acrylic painting, so I did some of those classes. And then when I got to college, I started college in 2015. I pretty much stopped doing art. I was focusing more on my studies and just making friends. And when I graduated college in 2019 and started my new job, that's when I really started wanting to pursue something creative on the side. So after college, I actually did a lot of wedding photography a few years ago. I've now since then stopped doing a lot of photography. I still do a little bit here and there. I also dabbled in like wood calligraphy art, which I thought that was going to be my thing. I still have a ton of those in my basement, and I honestly don't know what to do with them. I think I need to just put them on Facebook Marketplace or just get rid of them, give them away for free. Anyways, that was something that I was doing a lot back in probably 2019, 2020, just to have a creative outlet. In June of 2021, my husband started his MBA program. And that's when I was like, okay, now I really need something serious to do, because he was working full time and also had an MBA, so I knew he was going to be super busy all the time. And I just really wanted something to do after work. He actually suggested I do a 30-day challenge where I watch a new YouTube video for a month and practice a tutorial each day. And that's really what kicked off my practice of watercolor. And from there, I just never stopped. I'm not going to say I did this watercolor challenge and was an expert. Absolutely not. I'm still not an expert in watercolor. I just am saying that after those 30 days, I was curious to keep learning more about it. It slowly became one of my favorite medium to work with. So after that challenge, specifically on August 12th, I started my Watercolor with Emily Instagram. That was really just to document my journey with watercolor, post what I was working on. I never really intended to start a small business. I just wanted to have a creative outlet to do after work. And it really slowly started to spiral into an actual business where I was getting commission requests and people were actually wanting to buy my art. That just wasn't something I expected. I started to do more markets in 2022, and then in 2023, that's when I would say it went full-blown business. I started doing live wedding paintings. I got on a regular content schedule, started doing a lot more tutorials and reels. Even just a few years ago, I would have never really expected to be an artist. It's not something I had ever planned to do or got the education for. And here we are in 2024, where I am now trying to grow even more, start my YouTube channel. I'm really hoping to use this as a platform to help others start a passion for watercolor just like I did through watching tutorials. And I really encourage you to, even if you're not an artist or not really creative, is to try it out. You never know what can come of it. I think it's just such a calming activity to pick up a paintbrush and to put something beautiful on paper. So that is a little bit more about my story with how I got started. I cannot wait to keep making art, keep making YouTube videos, and just learning more as I go about myself and my small business. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and address any questions if, one, you're wanting to start a small business, or become an artist, or just if you have any questions in general about myself. And as always, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Watercolor with Emily. I also have a website where you can keep up to date with my blog and newsletter and new art that I put out there. And thank you all for hanging out with me and hearing a little bit more about my story. I'll see you next time.